What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Wednesday. Welcome into another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault at Sports Talk Matt, my handle across all socials, including our Discord, bettingpros.com/chat to get into the Discord. This podcast being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com. Holidays are here. Omaha Steaks, they've got your wish list covered. You guys can score great deals on all their mouth-watering bacon-wrapped fillets and more right now. A holiday gift favorite, and more, all available right now at omahasteaks.com. You guys are going to go to omahasteaks.com to save big, 50% off site-wide, plus the promo code JUICE at checkout. You get an extra $30 off your order. That's omahasteaks.com. Promo code JUICE at checkout. Minimum order may be required for $30 off your order. 50% off site-wide sale going on right now at omahasteaks.com. All right, day before Thanksgiving. Look, it's a wonky week. We went 1 and 2-2, and then 1-2, right? Yeah. So losing week so far, down about 1.5 units, 1.4 units, somewhere in that range. So nothing awful, right? It's Wednesday. There's a lot of sports. I have been awesome in the NFL. I've hit 12 straight bets in the NFL. But I've missed 4 straight in college basketball. So let's put a cork in college basketball for a little while until I obviously see things a little bit differently, because clearly I'm not doing very well here with these feast tournaments and whatnot. Some people are killing college basketball. Bless those guys, because I'm not. I'm just not doing well at all. So when this happens, I go back to the basics. Go back to bets I like to make and bets I've made in the past, and just, hey, you know what? If we're cold, and we just deal with it. But at least we're betting bets I like, and I'm consistent making them because they have historically hit for me. Now, they don't hit every time, but historically speaking, they do hit. I have 2 in the NBA. I have 2 in the NHL that do follow under these 2 categories. And just trying to get one to go through the net, right? So when you haven't had a winning day in the week, it's Wednesday. So, small down Monday, down on Tuesday. Let's see what Wednesday brings us, and then Thursday and Friday and Saturday and Sunday, and all the college football bets that are going on. I'm going to tell you here at the top, though, I have already taken Ohio State +4. I don't know if I'm going to make this official, but I'm going to tell you this just because it's a hedge off of the Michigan bet. Because if Ohio State wins, well, most likely they're going to cover, obviously, the point for the +4, but that's going to knock out Michigan. So this is my hedge bet, right? I'm hedging on the Michigan future. So we have 1 unit to win 11 on Michigan. So I'm going to bet here and come in on Ohio State +4 and jump on that and go, all right, Ohio State +4, and let's hope that Michigan wins the game by 2, right? We can win them both. Michigan wins, they're in the playoff because they're going to kill Iowa in the Big Ten title game, and then they're going to make the college football playoff, and then here we go. So that's what I've done. I don't know if making it official. I probably won't, because I don't know. I mean, I might. By the time the game kicks on Saturday, I might. But for right now, I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing for Ohio State. If you have a ticket for Michigan, I'm going to go ahead and take the +4 for Ohio State, okay? Just to hedge off the 1 unit that we've got down on Michigan to make and win the college football championship. So at the top, just tell you that you can follow if you want. If you have the Michigan future, if you want to hedge off of it, you want to bet more, go ahead. If you want to bet Ohio State to win, go ahead. Money line, if you want. I'm just betting +4 for Ohio State right now. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it plays. Okay, let's talk about Milwaukee and Cleveland. Look, I'm not going to get heavily into this. Wait, I'm saying the wrong. I'm confusing games. Sorry, Miami and Cleveland. Sorry, not Milwaukee and Cleveland. Miami and Cleveland. This is an Eastern Conference team at Cleveland, okay? Total is 213. What are we doing? Under, right? 1.1 units, betting under. Cavaliers at home against Eastern Conference opponents. It's been pretty good to me over the last couple of years. I'm going to jump in so far. Cleveland is 4-2 on the year to the under at home, 5-4 to the under for Miami on the road. But what's wild, they've only played 1 home game so far against an Eastern Conference opponent other than Indiana, which you just take that. That's an anomaly. Indiana went over by 17 points because it's Indiana. But against Detroit, last week, 218.5. We bet under in that game, went under by 10.5 points, okay? This is a total of 213, a little bit lower. I'm going under again. 2 games against Chicago on the road. One went under at 212. One went over at 210 for Miami. But I'm taking Cleveland here under 213 against Miami for 1.1 units. Second bet in the NBA, I am literally just going to track the bets or the ridiculous trend of the Pacers. They scored 309 points last night. 309. Total is 237.5. I mean, what are we going to do? Bet under in that game? It just, I have no idea what this number is going to close at, but I'm just going to get it first before it climbs and gets ridiculous. It was 252 last night. 252, and it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Think about that for a second. Final score, 157-152. The game absolutely flew over the 253 total. They've gone over in every game but one, and the totals have been absolutely, ridiculous what we've seen. Over 236, over 240, over 237.5, over 239, over 242, over 238, over 241.5. It doesn't matter who they're playing. Every game's going over. It's unbelievable. Toronto might not want to play ball here. They might want to take it and slow it down, but Indiana's at home. Good luck. They don't play slow at home. I know they're on a back-to-back. I don't care. They played in Atlanta last night. I don't care. I'm betting over. Tyrese Halliburton couldn't miss. Don't care. Betting over. Over 237.5 for 1.1 units. They're 12-1 to the over. What are we doing? Betting under? Same thing, right? What are we doing? Bet the under? Bet the over for a home game for the Cavs? No. Bet under. Over for the Toronto and Indiana game? No. Betting over. 237.5. If I lose these bets, I lose these bets. Okay, I'm perfectly comfortable riding these trends and betting these trends and trying to shoot for 3-1. If you want an extra NBA play, Boston, Milwaukee is why Milwaukee's on the brain. It came close. It was the last game to fall off the card. Over 235.5. But the first number was 236, and my lean is over, and the first move was to the under. So I'm going to say off that it is a high total. Boston has been good going to the over at home. Boston team total first half, if you like that trend, that has not hit all that much, but this might be a night to bet it for Celtics home team total at home against Milwaukee. It's probably going to be somewhere around 60. Bet the over there. That's very possible to jump in on that, but for right now, I'm just going to stay off of it. Milwaukee at Boston. I lean towards the over 235.5 if you want some extra, but not official, okay? Miami, Cleveland, under 213. Toronto, Indiana, over 237.5 in the NBA. Let's go to the NHL tonight. Monster schedule. I believe everybody is playing again here for the NBA. I haven't bet a first period total in a while, and it's juicy, but I'm going to bet it. Calgary is at Nashville. The numbers are quite remarkable here. It's minus 140 to the over 1.5 goals in the first period. The Nashville Predators are the number one team in the NHL to a first period over, hitting 75% of the time. They have hit 9 of their last 10 to the over. Calgary is fourth best in the NHL for a first period over. They're hitting at a 70.5% clip, and 8 of the last 10 games have gone over as well. You might go, well, Matt, what about the goaltenders? It hasn't really mattered, to be quite honest, but the goaltenders are what we want here. For Calgary, it's Markstrom, which is obviously what we want here. And then for Nashville, it's Saros, which is what we want. So projected goaltenders, but it really hasn't mattered who's in net for either team. 1-1 after 1. It is juicy. It's minus 140. I normally don't lay this type of juice, but the numbers dictate it, and I'm cold during the week, so let's just try to get a layup here and try to get one to go through and lay the juice. It may burn me, but, the numbers are the numbers here in terms of the way these teams have played. Total is 6.5 in this game, so the books are expecting a lot of offense here. It's been a consistent bet for both these teams to go over in the first period. Over 1.5 goals for for Nashville and Calgary at minus 140 for 1.4 units. And then again, riding with the trends here, Vancouver is at Calgary. The total is 6.5. It's minus 122 from a total perspective. I'm going to bet over Why am I betting over? And yes, it is Georgiev in net, who hasn't been great, by the way. He's been okay. He's 10-5 with a 3.08 goals against average. Demko's in net for the Canucks. He's 9-4 with a 2.12 goals against average. But these final scores are nuts for both these teams. The last 5 for the Avalanche, 10, 6, 10, 9, and 7 goals have been scored. For the Canucks, 7, 7, 7, 7, 4 have been scored. They won 3-1 against the Sharks, again on the puck line. If you're doing that fade, keep it rolling here if you want to do that fade. Sharks are at the Kraken, by the way. It's minus 105. I would bet that, okay? I would fade the Sharks on the road, not at home, but on the road, I would fade them. Kraken on the puck line, I will be on that, not officially, but that's the other lean if you want an extra hockey lean. Kraken on the puck line, it's minus 105. I mean, it's pretty cheap. Kraken have been bad. I mean, that's the problem. The Kraken can't be relied upon, but Vancouver, Colorado, we're going over 6.5 at minus 122. Okay? So 4 bets officially, 2 bets you can add on if you want some extra action. Miami, Cleveland, under 213. Toronto, Indiana, over 237.5. First period over. Nashville, Calgary, over 1.5 goals at minus 140. And the game over 6.5 for Vancouver and Colorado at minus 122. All right, let's hope to see if we can pull ourselves out of this. Have a good day here on a Wednesday. Head us off into the NFL Thursday, Friday, college football Thursday, Friday, and then the big weekend as well. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast is being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.